There is another formula for finding the area of a triangle in the situation in which you know all three sides. Here's a formula. It's called Heron's formula. You don't have to memorize this, but the formula is actually very, very easy to use. It looks complicated, but it's very easy to use. The first thing you need to do is you're going to find lowercase s. Lowercase s is add all three sides and divide by 2. That is nothing but just half of the perimeter, right? When you add all three sides, that's the perimeter. When you divide by 2, that's half of the perimeter. That's the so-called semi-perimeter. So that's why we use a lowercase s. Little s stands for semi-perimeter. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to start subtracting from s each of the sides of the triangle and do that in turn. Like subtract a, then subtract b, then subtract c. You multiply that by s, take the square root, and that's it. That's the answer. That's the area of the triangle. So let's do the first example. It says find the area of the triangle shown below. And remember that they might give you the picture or they might not give you the picture. They might just tell you A equals 10, B equals 15, and C equals 7, and give it to you like that without any picture. But for this, you don't even have to draw a picture. All you have to do is immediately find small s, the semi-perimeter, and then plug it in there. That's it. So let's start by finding the semi-perimeter. So just add all three sides, 10 plus 15 plus 7 divided by 2. That is, well, let's see. Let's put this in the calculator real quick. 10 plus 15 plus 7. That's 32. And then, of course, 32 divided by 2 is 16. So this is 16. Okay, then Heron's formula says that the area of the triangle is the square root of 16, which is s, and then I start subtracting from 16 each of the sides in turn. So 16 minus 10, 16 minus 15, 16 minus 7. Okay, and now you can enter all that in the calculator and get the answer, or simplify a little bit first, which is what I'm going to do. 16 minus 10 is 4. 16 minus 15 is 1. 16 minus 7 is 9. Okay, and now you can either enter it now in the calculator or just uh, simplify it some more. Let's see, what is this? 16 times 4 times 9 times 1 doesn't do anything. So this would be 576. And the square root of that is 24. So the answer is 24 units squared, because they didn't really specify the units. And that's it. You see, it's actually very simple to use. It's a very easy formula. So here's another example. Equally simple, but just in the context of a little story. He says, Bob wants to build a nice skating rink in his backyard, but his wife says he can only use the part beyond the wood-chipped path running through the yard. What would be the area of his rink if it is triangular shaped with sides of length 30 feet, 31 feet, and 35 feet? Round to the nearest square foot. Okay, we have a triangle. Whatever the rink ends up looking like, it is a triangle. There's it right there. And the dimensions of this are 30, 31, 35. There you go, those are the sides. Okay, now we're ready. The semi-perimeter is half of the perimeter, so 30 plus 31 plus 35 divided by 2. Let's find out what that is. 30 plus 31 plus 35 divided by 2, that's 48. So the semi-perimeter is 48. And then, now, Heron's formula says that the area is going to be square root of 48 times, and then now start subtracting each of the sides in turn. So 48 minus, let's start with 30. 30. 48 minus 31. 48 minus 35. Okay, you can enter all that mess in the calculator or just simplify it a little bit before entering it, which is typically my preference. 48 minus 30 would be 18. 48 minus 31 would be 17. 48 minus 35 is 13. Now let's enter this in the calculator. So this would be, since I want a round answer, 48 times 18 times 17 times 13. So we get 436, my bad. 436.97. We're supposed to round to the nearest whole number. It says right here, round to the nearest square foot. So that means that the area is 437 square feet.